What's up, guys? Welcome back to another weekly market analysis. So, we are going to jump right in and start analyzing the chart. So, this is an update on our analysis we did on Sunday and beginning with NAS100. So, on NAS100, these are the zones that what we marked out for price to react from, and we said that we'll be only watching these zones if we get a confirmation, but obviously there was no confirmation from these zones and market just disrespected these zones. So let's go to the daily and see what's happening. So let me clear these zones. So on the daily, we can see price is what disrespecting. So we have this break of structure here, or change of character, or whatever you call it. So on the 4-hour time frame, we were having this series of lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. So now we've had this high. So it's either price uses this as inducement and sells from this POI. Because I remember the very first analysis we did, I marked out this high, that this high could be some kind of liquidity for the main sell move to the downside. So it's either price uses this as an inducement and continues selling downward, or price what just disrespect this zone. So it's either price sells downward, or price disrespect this zone, or price comes to any of these points of interest here, then continue selling upward. So this is what I'm expecting on NAS100. Nothing much. Is either I get a confirmation from here and take the sales down to this point of interest or to this low right here, or either price disrespect, or it comes down, gives a confirmation here, then it sells the upside. So nothing much. This is what I'm looking at on NAS100. As simple as that. So this was the last major break of structures to the downside. So I'm hoping towards price will just reverse from this zone, so you can find your confirmation, and if it looks good to you, you can join in on the trade. So our next pair will be Bitcoin, BTC USD. So on BTC USD, we've marked out this point of interest, waiting for price to come, but price hasn't gotten here yet. So we are still waiting, we are still watching. Nothing much has really changed since we had this break of structure to the downside and price reacted from this zone. We are still waiting for price to keep selling downward, so we are waiting for a reaction here and confirmation, then we keep selling downward. So that's it for BTC USD. Nothing much has changed since Sunday. As you can see, price has been a bit choppy from this side. It has been very slow, so we'll keep waiting until price gives us something tangible to work with. So I think that's it also for BTC USD. Nothing much has changed. So the next pair I think will be let's check gold. So on gold, on the daily time frame, I think gold is currently ranging, and it will be advisable if we are not seeing any clear market structure to stay away, because look at this range here on the daily time frame. Nothing really going on in here. So if we reduce it to the 4-hour, on Sunday, I was saying that I'll be looking for price to break this high to confirm that gold is indeed going bearish. As you can see, market opened, came down, came up here again. It hasn't given us concrete structure or anything to work with, just ranging just like that. So as I said, I'll keep on waiting to see what the market does. Either maybe we break this high first, then gold can give us an entry to keep buying, or we wait for this viral high to get taken. So that's it on gold. Now nothing much has really changed. And on silver on Monday, I had one trade on silver. I think I should come here. Good. So I had one trade on silver on Monday. So as you can see, I also said that on silver, I'll be expecting this high to be taken, this particular high right here. I'll be expecting it to be taken before I'll expect to take any major buys on silver, because silver is kind of related to gold, and if you check the daily time frame, silver has kind of been ranging with gold as well. As you can see, this is a daily time frame, and silver is kind of ranging with gold. So I'll be waiting for that high to be taken. And I told you that on Monday I took a trade on silver, which I won. So this was it. This was the logic of the trade. I saw price reacting from here up here, I think the point of interest. So I saw price reacting from here on this 15 minutes time frame. Even though I know silver was raging, but I saw this break of structure, then price came up here, came down, couldn't really break, then came back again and give this internal. So I was basically trading the internal structure, not the overall structure. I was trading the lower time frame internal structure. So this was the break of structure that I saw to take the trade. And then when market opened, price came here. So the next, I just waited for the next morning on a 3 minutes time frame. On a 3 minutes time frame. So you can see when market gapped up into this point of interest, retraced a bit, came again, then gave this break of structure right here to the downside, and price reacted from here. So when price came down, I just set my entry on this other block here, stops above the high, then I went for my 1:5. So as you can see, silver, I took the trade on Monday and I went for 1:5. So that's the only trade I've taken so far on the pairs we analyzed. And as I said on silver, I'll be waiting for that major high to be taken. Good. So let's check our next pair. Let's check our next pair, which I will believe would be GBPUSD. So on GBPUSD, this was our analysis. Let me go to the daily. So on the daily time frame, this is what we have on GBPUSD. We are kind of having some bullish structure. We are having some kind of bullish structure, as you can see a trend line from down here. But what we were expecting on Sunday is that price comes to any of these point of interest, give a confirmation, then we buy. So any of these points of interest, that's what we're looking on Sunday. And since then, price hasn't visited, so we are still waiting. But you can see the reaction of price from these areas over here. You can see the reaction of price from this area. You can see the reaction of price from this area. But we haven't taken out the low yet. This low is what to confirm to us that price is coming bearish into this point of interest. So this will be like an internal structure trade thing. So as you can see, price broke structure internally here and it's reacting from this other block. So if you go into the lower time frame, like the 5 minutes time frame, you can see this range over here. So once price takes out this low, once price takes out this low, closes, you can find some entry, maybe somewhere around this other block. Then your stops above, targeting what? The low we want to be broken, which gives us about a 1:6, but I only trade a 1:5. So in case GBPUSD is able to close here, this is what I'll be targeting. And so that's it on GBPUSD. We're waiting for price to come to this lows. We're waiting for price to come to this point of interest so we can keep buying to the upside. So this is just an internal structure thing. This is just a reversal in the internal structure. So if you are not confident, if you don't want to expose yourself to much risk, you can just ignore this internal structure and wait for the main or wait for this main low to be taken before you can look for bearish opportunities. So that's it on GBPUSD. Now let's go to the next pair, which is EURUSD. So on EURUSD, we were looking at price to get to this point of interest on our Sunday analysis, but obviously, as you can see, price has not gotten to our point of interest yet. So what we can keep doing is to keep waiting and not to force anything. We can only wait for price to come into our point of interest, give us a confirmation, then we can take our trades to the downside. So that's it for EURUSD. And along the week, if I find any opportunities, I would also update you guys on my Twitter page. I told you to follow my Twitter page, which is at 7 pips 7. I'll put the handle down here below so you can go and follow my Twitter page so you do not miss out on any updates. So that's it for EURUSD. Nothing much as well as on just like some of the other pairs, nothing much really happening. So we'll be looking at the next pair, which is the last pair as well, US30. So remember on Sunday I told you that I was expecting US30 to keep buying. On Sunday we were around somewhere here. I told you I was expecting US30 to keep buying. So now US30 is flying on the daily time frame. You can see US30 flying right here. Now we have this break of structure. So we are currently trading at new all-time highs, I believe so, on US30. These are new all-time highs. So this is a break of structure here. So currently we are flying on US30, so nothing much. I'll just be waiting to see what price does next. I won't be forcing anything. I'm just waiting to see what price, since our liquidity up here has been taken already. This is overall high. Liquidity has been taken from here, so we'll just be waiting to see what happens on US30. If price can reverse to any point of interest before continuing higher, I will update you as well on my Twitter page and on the channel. So this is it. We've analyzed all our pairs. This is what we have, and so we'll keep watching. We'll keep reacting to the market. Remember, you cannot force anything in the market. All you can do is watch and react to the information the market gives to you. So this has been our analysis. Follow my Twitter page at 7 pips 7. I will be updating you over there as well, also updating you on the channel. I'll see you in the next one on Sunday. I do have a profitable week ahead. Bye.